Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Sling Driver once again, coming to you with another review of a watch that was loaned into my channel by, Mitchell Watch Company. This is a prototype of one of their watches. It's currently on pre-order right now, and of course I will leave a link in the description regarding the watch and where you can get on the pre-order. This is not a sponsored video. Receiving no compensation for it. They were just kind enough to loaned me the watch when I asked for it, and it arrived very recently in a very unusual looking watch roll. Nice high quality pardon me again, nice high quality canvas watch roll, but a crazy color. Not sure what color green that is, probably a pea green or something like that, but anyway, inside the watch roll, it just came this way, it didn't come with any documentation or anything like that, is the watch itself. And this is the Mitchell Raider. A very nice, very simple three-hand pilot style watch. I guess you would say this is the A style watch face. Very, very interesting looking watch all around. Immediately just really fell in love with the watch. It really is a gorgeous piece. I haven't owned very many pilots watches. I think I've owned a couple of Zelos Sky Raiders, which are technically a pilot style watch. I still own one of them. I've had other pilot style watches in the channel before, but this one is a little different. The main difference I'm seeing is the bezel, top and bottom. Obviously that's not really a bezel, that's a case edge. But I love this bezel. I've been a big fan of this style bezel in the past, and I love the look. I guess I either can call it a coin edge bezel, or maybe because it's a little bit, with the bezel edge extends up over the top, maybe more. You know how if you've ever looked at well done TIG welding, and it looks like a row of dimes kind of stacked on top of each other? That's what this bezel reminds me of, a row of dimes kind of thing, but and a matching signed crown. Really looks great. You can see that this watch has been around a bit. The canvas strap is definitely worn in a bit. I like the fact that they took the time to put a leather backing on the strap, because canvas against the skin can be a little bit irritating after a while. But according to their website, the inspiration of the Raider, which is what this is called, it came from a World War II watch that was worn by Lieutenant Colonel Doolittle, James Doolittle, on the he is the man who famously led the raid on Tokyo, the bombing raid on Tokyo, where 16 B-25 bombers, which were not carrier-based aircraft by any stretch of the imagination, were launched off of a carrier, pardon me, and they were able to successfully bomb Tokyo. But unfortunately, most of them all had to crash land in China after the raid. I believe, according to them, 77 of the 80 crew members survived. I don't know how many of the aircraft survived, but it was a daring raid done at a time in World War II where American public and military morale was very, very low. Pearl Harbor was still a very fresh incident, And this helped raise the morale of the country at a time where it desperately needed it. And he was promoted to general after the raid, and also received the Medal of Honor. And this watch was created in dedication to that raid. And the case back, has the profile of a B-25 twin-engine bomber, and the compass layout that's on here is supposed to be reminiscent of the compass layout that was found in the cockpit of that B-25 bomber. So the watch is very much dedicated to the memory of the Doolittle raid and the plane that it was that accomplished the raid. So very nice tribute watch. I like the and even the star at the 12 o'clock is a single star is a brigadier general. Though you have 1 star, 2, all the way up to 5. I'm not sure what the formal titles of each of the levels are, but I know that the 1 star is the brigadier general symbol. So that's what that star is there for. So you have a pilot's watch that's dedicated to the memory of one of the most daring exploits of World War II. And I like those kind of things. I own several watches that have a military theme about them. My Zelos 688 Hammerhead, my Zelos SR71 and Spitfire ZX watches. I love having a watch that has some kind of connection to military history, and that's why I'm very happy to review this watch. And I think it's a beauty. I mean, I love the detail of the hands. Very easy to read. The sweep second hand is very prominent. It pops out very nicely against the black background. It is a hackable movement, as you can see, and I just changed the time accidentally, but it's not a screw down crown, but it is an automatic movement, so the water resistance is not going to be great, but it's a pilot's watch, not a swimmer's watch or a diver's watch. Very short lugs, so it will fit a variety of wrists. I'm going to give you a wrist shot right now as soon as I put it on. It is a very comfortable watch too. There you go. That's what she looks like on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. And as you can see, it's they're very short lugs. They hit my wrist just perfectly. I think this watch could definitely be worn, despite its size. It could definitely be worn by wrists down to maybe 6 1/4 inches with these short lugs. Maybe 6.5. Definitely will accommodate bigger wrists too. I guess if you had probably an 8-inch wrist or longer, you'd probably need to get a longer strap, but that's probably true of any watch that someone with an 8-inch wrist can say. Oversized buckle. It's a signed buckle, so very easy to get a hold of. I like it very, very much. Anyway, got my sheet of facts here. It is, as I said, the Mitchell Timepieces Raider. This is, as I said, a prototype. The watch is currently on pre-order, snapshot in time, of course. This being right at the end of May 2020. So by maybe somewhere in the future, you're watching this video and it's already past the pre-order stage, but right now it's a pre-order. It's a 42 millimeter case with a 48 millimeter lug to lug, or tip to tip if you prefer. All these measurements, by the way, came from Mitchell Timepieces, except for the thickness. It is a 22 millimeter lug width, so if you didn't like this strap, you could put it on a NATO, you could put it on a leather strap, you could put it on a bund strap. You could even try and put it on a bracelet if you can find one. And it is 14 1/4 by my caliper, including that domed crystal. It is a domed sapphire crystal, as you would expect. It's 100-meter water resistance, and it is all run by a Miyota 9039 Japanese movement. So she's going to run just fine for a long time. And as I did show earlier, it is a winding movement. It is hackable. As you can see, there's only one pop on the, there's no intermediate pop because obviously there's no date wheel and there's no ghost date wheel like in a Seiko. So I am very grateful to Mitchell Timepieces for, pardon me once again, I'm very grateful for Mitchell Timepieces for seeing fit to loan me the watch. I've definitely enjoyed my time with it, and until they tell me where it's going next, I'm going to continue to enjoy my time with it. It's really a very nice piece, and I think I may even consider ordering one myself. Or maybe they'll let me keep this one. Nah, they won't do that. I know that. Oh, I did forget to mention there are quick release spring bars. So changing this focus. Yes, focus. So changing this strap will be very easy, assuming that the strap you're putting on is also a quick release. If not, I guess you'll have to provide your own spring bars. Probably have to do that anyway if you were going to put a NATO on it. Nice watch. Well done to Mitchell Timepieces. Well done being a tribute watch, and well done because it's a very nice looking piece of equipment. So, if you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you did, please give me a thumbs up. Clicking the like button, the thumbs up button definitely helps my channel with respect to making the channel searchable with those algorithms that YouTube uses. Comments, questions, and suggestions are all down there, please. I read them all, I respond to them all, but if you are going to get nasty or trolly or anything like that, I'll just delete the comment and I'll block you because that's the way I've always done it. If you're new to my channel or you've been here a while and you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe button so that when and click the bell icon so that when I upload new videos, you are alerted to that. The channel is growing. I appreciate everyone who's subscribed up to this point, and I appreciate everyone who's going to subscribe. It's a lot of fun to do this, and it's a lot of fun to watch my channel grow, and I appreciate all you folks who are contributing to that. Thanks very much for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video.